Victory Day for Democracy observed across the country, marking the 4th anniversary of 10th national parliamentary elections. Staying away from next general election would be suicidal for BNP, says Awami League General Secretary Obadul Qadir. Bangladesh Film Festival begins in Kolkata. Information Minister Hassanul Haqqinu calls for using film as tool to curb communalism. Cold wave grips much of the country, including capital Dhaka, and likely to continue for 4 or 5 days more. North Korea accepts talks offer from South Korea. High-level meeting set for Tuesday on North's participation in South's Winter Olympics. And in Sydney Test, Australia trailing by 153 runs against England's first innings at end of the second day. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to News at 10 on BTV, BTV World and BTV Chittagong Centre. I'm Tazrian Ruby Shorno, and along with me I have...
Assalamu alaikum. I am Roya Zabin. You have just heard the headlines and now on to the details. 5th January today, the historic day marked with victory of democracy in the country. On this day, 4 years back in 2014, Awami League, the party which successfully led the nation's war of liberation, won the polls to the 10th Jatiyo সংসদ, defeating all conspiracies and overcoming all barriers, and formed the government for the third time. For this reason, the day is regarded to the nation as Victory Day for Democracy. Centering the January 5 national polls of 2014, the BNP Jamaat combined created unprecedented anarchy throughout the country, unleashing vandalism, destruction, killing, subversive acts in the name of non-stop siege programs. In its bid to thwart the national polls, the BNP Jamaat alliance with anti-liberation forces created panic by killing people, setting ablaze buses, trains, derailing trains by removing fish plates, while its armed cadres put into flames 111 polling centers, chopped off a polling officer and few other poll officials, snatched away election materials, plastered petrol bombs a day before the polls. But braving intimidation and threat on their lives, the people of Bangladesh exercised their franchise in the polls to the 10th Jatiyo সংসদ for the sake of continuation of the constitutional democratic practice in the country. Facing a stiff challenge and widespread anarchy, the government of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina restored peace with improvement of law and order across the country through holding of the national polls that cleared the way for continuation of democracy. Awami League and other pro-liberation political parties and social organizations have chalked out elaborate programs to observe the day in a befitting manner across the country. Awami League General Secretary and Road Transport and Bridges Minister Obadul Qadir has said if BNP does not take part in the next general elections, it will be second suicide for the party. He said this while speaking at a public meeting at Bangabandhu Avenue in Dhaka today. Dhaka City's South Unit of Awami League organized the meeting marking the Victory Day for Democracy with its President Abul Hasnat in the chair. Awami League Presidium member Dr. Abdul Razak, Organizing Secretaries AFM Bahauddin Nasim and AKM Inamul Haq Shamim, Office Secretary Dr. Abdul Subhan Golab, Chhatro League President Saifur Rahman Shohag, Jubo League General Secretary Harun Rashid and General Secretary of Dhaka City South Unit of Awami League Shahi Alam Murad, among others, spoke at the meeting. Obadul Qadir said the next election will not wait for anyone, as time and tide wait for none. If BNP misses the election, their political future will be at stake, he observed. As part of the central programs, Awami League Dhaka North Unit organized a rally at Bonani Puja Mandap ground in the afternoon with its president AKM Rahmatullah in the chair. Awami League General Secretary Obadul Qadir joined the rally as the chief guest. Addressing the rally, he said the two international conferences held in Dhaka Inter-Parliamentary Union IPU and Commonwealth Parliamentary Association CPA proved that there is no crisis of democracy in the country. Awami League Presidium members Advocate Sahara Khatun, Dhaka Mohanagar North Presidium member Mohammad Farooq Khan, Joint General Secretary Mahbubul Alam Hanif, Chhatra League General Secretary S.M. Zakir Hussain, Awami League Labour Affairs Secretary Habibur Rahman Shiraj, and Dhaka City North Unit of Awami League General Secretary Sadiq Khan, among others, spoke. Commerce Minister Tofail Ahmed has inaugurated an exhibition of Hashim Khan in Dhaka today. Speaking at the function, the Commerce Minister said eminent artist Hashim Khan explained the combination between traditional 6 seasons of Bengal and the 6-point demands of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman through drawing a logo. Among others, Cultural Affairs Minister Asaduzzaman Noor, Professor Burhanuddin Khan Jahangir, Bangla Academy DG Professor Shamsuzzaman Khan, artist Rafiqun Nabi and Professor Muntasir Mamun were present at the function. Tofail Ahmed said the works of Hashim Khan are not only praised at home but also abroad. Month-long exhibition titled Jora Talir Chalchitro by Hashim Khan is open for all at National Museum in the capital.
Awami League President Member and Health Minister Mohammad Nasim has said BNP is now inverted in political field for their unacceptable policy. He was addressing at the inauguration ceremony of Birth Jubilee 2018 program of Gobindo Singh at Gurudwara Nanak Sahib Monastery in the capital today. Mohammad Nasim said Bangladesh is a role model of communal harmony and this harmony will remain in future too, he added. Four-day-long Bangladesh Film Festival and Liberation War-based photo exhibition began in Kolkata today. Bangladesh Information Minister Hassanul Haqqinu inaugurated this festival. Among others, West Bengal Power and Traditional Energy Minister Shobhan Dev Chatterjee spoke on the occasion. Speaking at the pre-gathering meeting, the Information Minister said film can be used as a tool for curbing communalism. Among others, Bangladeshi High Commissioner to New Delhi, Syed Mozammil Haq, Additional Secretary Muhammad Munzur Rahman, eminent cultural researcher Povitra Sarkar, filmmaker Gautam Ghosh, Anand Bazar editor Anirban Chatterjee and Bureau Chief of the Hindu Shubhajit Bagichi attended the function. Information Minister said exhibition of Bangladeshi and Indian films in cinema halls of both the countries will strengthen the bilateral relations between the two countries. Met Office of Dhaka said mild to moderate cold wave is sweeping over Rangpur, Rajshahi, Khulna divisions and the regions of Tangail, Faridpur, Netrokona, Shrimongol and Borishal, and it may continue. Weather may remain dry with temporary partly cloudy sky over the country. Moderate to thick fog may occur over the country from midnight to morning and it may continue at some places over the country till noon. Night and day temperatures may remain nearly unchanged over the country. Teachers of non-government schools, colleges and madrasas today called off their hunger strike following Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's assurance on meeting their demand for inclusion in the government's monthly payment order MPO. Prime Minister's Private Secretary Sajjadul Hassan talked to the on-strike teachers in front of the Jatiya Press Club this afternoon and conveyed the Premier's assurance to consider the demand. Secretary of Secondary and Higher Education Division Muhammad Sohrab Hussain was present on the occasion. Several hundred teachers and employees of non-government educational institutions began their demonstration on December 26th and they went to hunger strike on December 31st, demanding inclusion in the government's MPO facilities.
Now, international news. North Korea has accepted an offer to attend high-level talks next week, South Korean officials have said. The meeting on 9 January will focus on finding a way for North Korean athletes to attend the Winter Olympic Games in South Korea in February. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un said this week that sending a delegation to the Games would be a good opportunity to show unity of the people. The meeting is expected to be held at Panmunjom on the border. These will be the first high-level talks both Koreas have had since December 2015. It is not yet clear who will be attending. A suicide bomber in Afghanistan's capital Kabul has killed at least 20 people and injured some others. The attack happened in the Bani area of Kabul's PDG district near a number of police officers who were handling a protest at that time. The Islamic State IS says it is behind the attack. Its news outlet Amaq issued the claim saying a suicide attacker with an explosives vest had targeted a gathering of Afghan intelligence and police. A winter storm has caused travel chaos in the U.S. Northeast and is being blamed for up to 17 deaths. Nearly 4,000 U.S. flights were cancelled on Thursday as snow blanketed parts of the northeastern U.S. seaboard as well as eastern Canada. Boston could get up to 18 inches of snow, while rough waters have already triggered coastal floods in the region. In Boston, weather officials say the tide may reach its highest recorded level since 1921. The storm, known as a bomb cyclone, is expected to continue to affect eastern North America into the weekend.
Now coming back to news from home, the visiting OIC delegation passed their comments that crimes like genocide, mass killing and repression on women had been carried out on Rohingyas of Myanmar. The visitors made the remark while talking to journalists after visiting Kutupalong and Balukhali Rohingya camps in Cox's Bazar today. Independent Permanent Human Rights Chairman of the OIC, Dr. Rashida Al-Balusi, led the delegation. He acknowledged that Bangladesh have rendered highest humanity to the Rohingyas. The film Putro, focusing on the life of autistic babies, released in the cinema halls across the country today. At the very first day, the feature film got huge attention to the movie viewers. After watching the movie, the viewers said the exceptional film would help to create awareness to the people on autism. Department of Film and Publication, DFP, under the Information Ministry, produced the film with Jazz Multimedia, presenting the taking of technical support from Impress Telefilm Limited. Actors Firdos, actress Joy Ahsan and child artist Lazim played the lead roles, while Azizul Hakim, Dolly Zohar, Laila Hassan were also featured in the film. Playwright and dramatist Harnur Rashid wrote the story and script, while Saiful Islam Mannu directed the film.
Now news on sports. Australia are trailing by 153 runs against England's first innings at stumps of day 2 of the 5th test of 5 matches Ashes series in Sydney. At the end of second day, the Aussies scored 193 runs for 2 in their first innings. Usman Khawaja and Stephen Smith were on the crease with 91 and 44 runs respectively. David Warner scored 56 runs for Australia. Earlier, England started their second day's batting with their overnight score of 233 for 5. The English were all out on 346 runs in their first innings. Australia already confirmed the series by 3-0. India are trailing by 258 runs against South Africa's first innings at stumps of day 1 in the first test of 3-match series in Cape Town. At the end of the day, India scored 28 runs for 3 in their first innings. Cheteshwar Pujara and Rohit Sharma were on the crease with 5 and 0 runs, respectively. Earlier, South Africa scored 286 runs in their first innings for all. To end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Victory Day for Democracy observed across country, marking 4th anniversary of 10th national parliamentary elections. Staying away from next general election would be suicidal for BNP, says Awami League General Secretary Obaidul Qadir. Bangladesh Film Festival begins in Kolkata. Information Minister Hasanul Haq Inu calls for using film as tool to curb communalism. Cold wave grips much of country, including capital Dhaka, and likely to continue for 4 or 5 days more. North Korea accepts talks offer from South Korea. High-level meeting set for Tuesday on North's participation in South's Winter Olympics. And in Sydney Test, Australia trailing by 153 runs against England's first innings at the end of second day.
That's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you for staying with us, and we invite you to watch our 11:30 Bangla News. Until then, Khuda Hafiz.
Khuda Hafiz.